Have you ever imagined a family that defies all the laws of nature? From incredible genetic records to radical lifestyles, we are setting out to meet extraordinary households. Get ready. These stories will literally fascinate you. Number 10. The Trapp Family. Giants with a Big Heart. The Trapp family, originally from Esco, Minnesota, is much more than just a statistical curiosity. In 2020, Guinness World Records officially recognized this family unit as the tallest in the world, with an average height of 203.2 centimeters, 6 feet 8 inches. Imagine for a moment, every member of the family is over 2 meters tall. Scott, the father, stands at 202.7 centimeters, while Christine, the mother, measures 191.2 centimeters. Their children, Savannah, Molly, and Adam, have all inherited this impressive genetic heritage, with Adam being the tallest at 221 centimeters, 7 feet 3 inches. But beyond the numbers, it is their relationship with the world that is fascinating. Living in a world designed for people of average height is a permanent logistical challenge. Whether it's finding clothes in their size, getting into a standard car, or simply walking through door frames, the Trapps must constantly adapt. However, they have transformed this difference into a driving force. Savannah and Adam use their stature to excel in high-level sports, particularly basketball and volleyball, where their physical advantage became a lever for academic and professional success. Their message is primarily psychological. Rather than suffering under the gaze of others, they advocate for self-acceptance. Their philosophy, "Own what you have," resonates as a rallying cry for all those who feel different. They use their notoriety to explain that uniqueness is not an obstacle, but an identity to be proud of. Number 9. The Schlankers, a peculiarity that gets tongues wagging. In Syracuse, New York, Byron Schlanker and his daughter Emily share a rather unusual family trait. They possess the widest tongues in the world. This record, medically validated by professionals and certified by Guinness, revealed a width of 8.3 centimeters for Byron and 7.3 centimeters for Emily. To give you an idea, their tongues are wider than a credit card or a soda can. What makes their story interesting for YouTube is the way they discovered this talent. It was while consulting a book of records in a library that Emily realized her father's tongue was much more imposing than that of the record holder at the time. What could have been a source of embarrassment became a true tool for family cohesion. They transformed this anatomical anomaly into a personal branding experience, using humor to diffuse potential mockery. Emily, in particular, grew up in the media spotlight, which helped her forge unshakable self-confidence from adolescence. Their journey demonstrates that even the most unusual physical traits can become vectors of positivity when approached with lightheartedness and pride. Number 8. Seven Raj's Family. Life in Red and White. We head to Bangalore, India, to meet a family that has pushed aesthetics to the point of fanaticism. Seven Raj, a prosperous businessman, decided that his life would be governed by only two colors, red and white. This choice is not superficial, it is a total philosophy of life. From the facade of their house to the furniture, from their cars to their clothes, and even down to the office accessories, everything strictly respects this chromatic code. Seven Raj, whose first name itself pays tribute to the fact that he is the seventh child of his siblings, sees this color duo as a symbol of unity and harmony. His wife Pushpa and their children have fully adopted this way of life. For them, this visual discipline is a bulwark against the chaos of the outside world. By creating this unique environment, they assert a strong and memorable identity. Sociologically, this family challenges our consumption patterns. Where most people constantly seek novelty and variety, the Rajas find peace in repetition and clarity. Seven Raj uses this singularity to stand out in the business world, proving that a strong personal brand, even if it seems eccentric, can be a driver of success and social distinction. Number 7. The Best Family. Brute Strength as a Legacy. Nick and Callie Best, accompanied by their children Dylan and Jessica, are not an ordinary family. In their home, breakfast rhymes with protein and free time with deadlifts. Nick Best is a legend on the strongman circuit, the strongest man in the world, and he has established a culture of absolute physical excellence within his home. Here, education is not limited to books, it happens in the gym. The children were integrated into this high-intensity routine very early on. But beware, this is not about malicious pressure, but rather a transmission of values, perseverance, discipline, and resilience. By replacing sedentary leisure activities with self-improvement, the Bests have created a unique family synergy. Their daily life, documented by channels like TLC, shows that sport can be the glue of a family. They don't just share a roof, they share a mission. This approach forges characters of steel and prepares the children to face life's challenges with a mental strength equivalent to their physical strength. They perfectly illustrate the adage that the family that trains together stays together. Number 6. Ari, Gwendolyn, and Briffer, Parenting of the Future. In Orlando, Florida, a trio of parents is exploring new frontiers in education and family structure. Ari, Gwendolyn, and Briffer form a polyamorous household that made the bold choice to raise their child Sparrow in a completely gender-neutral way. This means they do not assign toys, clothes, or social expectations based on biological sex, leaving the child free to define their own identity when the time comes. This parenting model, although subject to heated debate, is based on a desire to maximize individual freedom. The three parents, who identify as non-binary or transgender, draw on their own experience to provide Sparrow with an environment they deem more inclusive and less restrictive. Beyond the question of gender, it is the very structure of the trio that challenges norms. Professionally and socially, they demonstrate that a family can be stable and loving with three parents instead of two. Their priority remains the emotional security and psychological development of their children, proving that love and support are the true pillars of a home, regardless of the labels attached to it. Number 5. Linda and Timmy Bannon, Victory Over Fate. The story of Linda Bannon and her son Timmy is one of the most moving on our list. Both were born with Holt-Oram syndrome, a rare genetic disorder that results in the absence of upper limbs. Yet, if you met them, you would be struck by their autonomy and joy for life. Linda refused to adapt her home with expensive technological gadgets. She learned to do everything with her feet: cooking, dressing, driving, and even applying makeup. She passed this incredible dexterity on to Timmy. Today, the young boy is an accomplished athlete who practices swimming and martial arts, proving that the human body possesses unsuspected capacities for adaptation. Linda, who works as an educator, uses her journey to raise public awareness about disability. Their message is clear: the real barriers are not physical, but mental. By refusing victimization, they have become models of resilience. They transform every daily gesture, like tying shoelaces with their toes, into a small victory against biological determinism, thereby redefining the standards of what it means to be capable. Number 4. Ziona Chana's Family, A Village Under One Roof. Imagine a 100-room house where more than 160 people live. This was the daily life of Ziona Chana's family in the village of Baktong, India. Ziona, who passed away in 2021, was the leader of a local Christian sect and the patriarch of the world's largest family: 39 wives, 94 children, and 33 grandchildren. Managing such a household required quasi-military organization. The home functioned with incredible logistical precision. Every day, the family consumed dozens of kilograms of rice, potatoes, and dozens of chickens. The wives divided the tasks: cooking, cleaning, and education, while the sons worked mainly in carpentry and agriculture. Although this model is very far from Western standards, it is fascinating to see how such human density could maintain social harmony. The values of respect for elders and cooperation were the pillars of this micro-society. The Chana family is a unique example of how a respected central authority can ensure the livelihood and cohesion of a massive lineage over several generations. Number 3. The Chauhan Family, United Against Adversity. In Hyderabad, India, the Chauhan family is known for a touching genetic peculiarity. Out of the 11 members of the original family, 9 were affected by achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism. Under the leadership of Ramraj Chauhan, the family had to navigate an urban world that was absolutely not designed for their size. Their daily life is peppered with obstacles: reaching a counter, boarding a bus, or simply walking in a crowd. Additionally, they had to face stubborn social prejudices and difficulties accessing employment. Yet, the Chauhans never admitted defeat. Their family unity is their greatest strength. They support each other to overcome external stares and financial difficulties. Their story is a testimony of dignity. They actively participate in the life of their community and maintain a communicative joy for life. They remind us that a person's value is not measured by their physical stature, but by their ability to stand tall in the face of life's trials. Their exemplary solidarity is a lesson in survival and unconditional love. Number 2. Nadia Suleiman, the challenge of Octomom. In 2009, the whole world had its eyes fixed on Nadia Suleiman, nicknamed Octomom. She had just given birth to 8 babies at once, a rare medical feat made possible by in vitro fertilization. Already a mother of 6 children, she found herself overnight at the head of a family of 14 children. The media chaos that followed was unprecedented. Nadia was alternately criticized, admired, and mocked. Managing such a brood as a single mother represented a colossal financial and psychological challenge. However, after years of turbulence, Nadia managed to stabilize her life. She withdrew from the spotlight to devote herself entirely to the education of her children, today advocating for a healthy and disciplined lifestyle. The Suleiman case is often studied for its ethical implications, but it also reveals incredible maternal resilience. Her children, now teenagers, form a close-knit group of siblings where cooperation is the key to daily survival. Nadia proved that it was possible to transform a media circus into a stable family life based on dedication and love. Number 1. The Aghoris, a radical spiritual family. To close this ranking, we look at a family that is not linked by blood, but by an extreme spiritual quest, the Aghoris of India. These ascetics, devotees of the god Shiva, live on the margins of society, often near cremation grounds. Their lifestyle is designed to break all human taboos in order to achieve spiritual liberation. They reject material possessions, smear their bodies with human ash, and use skulls as offering bowls. To an outside observer, their practices may seem frightening, but for them, it is about seeing the sacred in what society considers impure or profane. They form a tight-knit community where members consider themselves spiritual brothers. The Aghoris remind us that the definition of family can be purely metaphysical. Their bond is defined by an unshakable faith and a strict ascetic discipline. They represent the extreme limit of human diversity, showing us that some groups choose to live totally outside our conventions to find meaning for their existence. Number 11. The unexpected case, the Acheves family. The Morel family is truly unique. Born with a rare syndrome, the 4 brothers share a distinctive trait: wide eyes and an indelible smile. Despite the curious glances of passers-by, they have aged with singular grace. Their golden curls have faded a bit, but their bond remains intact. Today, in their living room filled with memories, they celebrate their difference together, proving that beauty resides in the human soul. To all families and individuals born with a rare condition, your journey is a testament to courage and resilience. Where the world sometimes sees only the difference, we see an extraordinary inner strength. Your uniqueness enriches our humanity. May your path always be paved with kindness and solidarity. Your true beauty lies in your authenticity and the unfailing love that unites you. These families demonstrate that human identity knows no limits. Whether united by genetics or by radical lifestyle choices, they remind us that difference is a strength. And you, which family surprised you the most?